Hi! Here's 26 books I want to read in 2026. Bear with. Hi! Again, hi! I'm Chloe. I like to talk about books a lot. And today I'm going to talk you through the 26 books that I want to read in 2026. I didn't do this last year. I gave myself 5 books that I wanted to read in 2025 and I read a whole 0 of them. This year I'm challenging myself, so I thought what a better way to challenge myself. These are just random picks, to be perfectly honest. Some of them, yeah, I'm actually really excited about, but some of them just like, they've been on my shelf a bit too long. Let's get them read. Let's go, shall we? Starting off, we have The Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Maz. This is one where a lot of my mutuals have raved. I mean, I've heard mixed things, but like they've raved about it. And I completely and utterly trust their opinion. So I think it is about time that I hammer into this. I did also, treat myself to the beautiful Waterstone special edition of it a year and a bit ago. So, Next up, we have one that was on my 5 for 2025 list, and that is The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. This is not her only appearance on this list. I read The Poppy War in 2023. As we are all aware, we're now in 2026, so I think I best get a move on. I'm going to probably have to reread Poppy War at this point. But that's okay, I'll do it. I missed the book, everybody! I missed one! I got it, don't worry, don't panic. Next up, we have Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. This, became insanely popular, really, didn't it, in 2025? And I've not long owned this. I've only owned this for maybe a month or so. I bought it in the Black Friday sales. So, at least I've not been holding on to it for like the entirety of its lifespan. But I think it's something that I'm going to really, really love. I have FOMO. It's that's pretty self-explanatory. This one intimidates me. And you can probably see why. We have A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. Yet again, not her only appearance on this list. I read Priory of the Orange Tree, I think it may have been in September. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The world building is insane. And I asked for this. I specifically went and sent a screenshot of this book to my partner's mum and went, please, can I have this for Christmas? And thank you very much, Karen, for following through. Now I've got to do the following through and read this mammoth. This next one I've put on here because I know I'll get it done because I'm signed up for a buddy read on it. And that is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I am currently signed up to do a buddy read with the amazing Indy and Carly, who you have heard me mention so many times at this point. And I'm very excited about it. So yes, I put this on here for an immediate win. Kill me. When you had 0 out of 5 on your previous list, if you're not putting a little win in there, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I am very, very excited. I've heard so many people sing high praises about all of his work, and I was so intimidated by. I still am. But I didn't know the first one was quite a short book, especially compared to the other ones. So at least, he had the kindness to ease us in a little bit, but I am very, very excited to dive into this. And then we have another beast of a book. This is one that I was kindly given for a Christmas present by the lovely Catherine. And she said, stop being intimidated, get into this world because it's fantastic. And that is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I am currently reading Tress of the Emerald Sea. I thought I'll read that first so I have a bit of an introduction to his writing style. In preparation, I am preparing mentally. And you know what? I think I need to do some arm workouts so I can prepare physically to hold this book for as long as I'm going to. But I am very, very excited to dive deep into this world, but it's also another one where the world is so deep and intense, and there's like, how many books is there in this? What is it? Is it the Cosmere? Is that what it's called? How many books are in the Cosmere, really? Think about it. So, I'm still intimidated, Catherine. but I will do it. The next one I don't own yet, but I will be purchasing very, very soon with my with my Waterstones. What's it called? Oh my god, with my Waterstones Plus card, because I have the money on there, and that is The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. So, as we have established, I fell in love with Lord of the Rings in 2025. So I want to dive even deeper and get into The Silmarillion. I'm going to do it. Next one, we have A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. I've got a lot of female authors on here. Oh, I didn't even realise I didn't do that on purpose. This is one that I've been excited to read for the longest time. This is Viking-esque fantasy, and I love Vikings. I really enjoy that time in history. I enjoy learning about it. I love the TV show Vikings. Love that. So Viking fantasy, right up my alley. I don't know why I haven't picked this up yet. And then we have another one that was on my 5 for 2025 and obviously didn't get read. And that is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I was so excited when this book came out. Opening this book was one of my first ever TikToks. And you can see me be like, oh my god, I can't wait to read this. Why haven't you done it then, Chloe? Why haven't you read it then? I love Holly Jackson's work. And it's got to a point where I've not even bought her new book because I'm not letting myself, because I've not read this one. I'm being stricter with myself. I think it's needed. Next up is a book that's not even out yet. But once again, I've really fallen in love with it. So this is The Knave and the Moon by Rachel Gillig. I read The Night and the Moth at the beginning of December, and I have become obsessed. So obviously, Knave and the Moon was pre-ordered, and I should read it immediately. And by should, I mean I'm very confident that I will. I have very high hopes for myself on this one. Oh, I forgot I did this actually. I have some more that I don't have yet. So also, these are all on pre-order, so I will have them at some point. We have The Unicorn Hunters. I pre-ordered this because look at the cover. Look at the cover. Look at that. Look at it. Doesn't that look amazing? I've gotten really bad at pre-ordering books and then just not reading them. Like, really bad at it. So my aim is to solve that this year. Oathbound by Tracy Dion. I have been waiting with high anticipation for this book to come out on paperback. I was fuming, like raging that they only released this in hardback. I know it's a publishing thing, I'm aware, but I am stubborn. I'm so unbelievably stubborn. I will wait another year if I have to read a book, if it means that I can get that on paperback. We also have The Last Starborn Seer. Again, look at this cover. Whew, beautiful. Amazing. Love it. Again, this is just one that I've got on pre-order. I pre-ordered it during the Black Friday triple points. And I really want to make sure I'm reading my pre-orders. This one I don't own, but I am determined to get my hands on and read because I have heard nothing but raving about this book. And I need to know. I need to know. And that is The Raven Scholar. My friends Indy and Catherine, they're reading it soon and I'm jealous, but I don't own it, so I can't join them. But I cannot wait to read that book when it eventually finds its way into my life. And next we have Valor by John Gwynne. I read Malice last year, and I do want to reread Malice before diving into Valor because I just want to make sure I fully understand and comprehend what the world is. Because my brain was not braining when I read this book properly. The fantasy just was not, my brain wasn't comprehending the fantasy fully. But once I have reread Malice, I really want to dive into Valor. People Watching by Hannah Bunham Young. I bloody loved Out on a Limb. It's probably my favourite romance I've ever read. Yes, I stand by that statement. And was Out in the Woods? I've read that too. Really enjoyed it. So I do want to read more Hannah Bunham Young. And People Watching, the cover of it, just look at that coziness. Look at the cozy vibe it's providing. So I've decided that's going to be my next one. Next up, we have Mort by Terry Pratchett. I started my Discworld journey last year, and this is book 4? And I was really enjoying my time, and I just haven't picked up a Terry Pratchett book in a few months. And my lovely friend Catherine has started her Terry Pratchett journey, and it's making me be like, why did you stop? What were you doing? So that's why it's made it onto the list. The Survivor Wants to Die at the End by Adam Sylvia. They Both Die at the End was one of the books that really helped me get into reading. And I had this on pre-order. Once again, I've not touched it. I've not even thought about it. Mainly because this is chunky. This is a chunky book. I think it's that. But I do really want to do it because I know there is another one. Then we have another one that was on my 5 for 2025. And that is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I got given this by someone in my family for my birthday. Not last year, the year before. Yeah, 2024. I received this for my birthday in 2024 after it was on my family wish list for 3 years. So why haven't I read this? Why haven't I read this? I don't know. Why are you not giving me an answer? But like, I have heard so many amazing things about this book, and the entire vibe of it just fills me with anticipation. So why have I not read it? Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I told you she'd appear again. This was one of my most anticipated reads, as it was for a lot of people in 2025, and I had a bit of a delay with my pre-order. There was a whole thing about it, and then just because it was a faff, I didn't pick it up straight away. I didn't pick it up when it first arrived like I was supposed to. That was my plan. But because my parcel got lost, and then Waterstones had to send me another one out, it was a whole palaver. I kind of was a little, like, I was low-key mad at the book. I was low-key mad at it. But now I'm over it. I'm over it now. So we can be friends again, and we will be reading. And I look forward to it because I have loved every other book I have read by R.F. Kuang. Next up, we have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Once again, I told you she'd reappear. As soon as I read Priory of the Orange Tree, I bought this. Like, as soon as. I think it was like 2 days later, maybe. And I'm very, very excited to dive into another one of her worlds. This is 4 books, I believe, but I've only bought the first book, so yeah, go me for Self-Restraint. Proud of me. Proud of past me. Not gonna lie, if I saw them on like Vinted or something, I'd probably pick them up. But that's not the point. That's not the point. I have, I think I dropped the seed of maybe doing a buddy read of this at some point. I would need to check in on that. I'm hoping so, because it'd be really nice. And that's another thing I want to do this year, is more buddy reads. Because one buddy read that I didn't even get to complete is what made me fall in love with my group of bookish friends. So more of that, please. Next up, we have You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. Yes, this is 100% because the movie just came out. 100% it is. I am, once again, feeling left out. I have FOMO. I do also love Emily Henry's writing. I've read maybe 3 or 4 of her books at this point. This one is just one I've not managed to pick up yet. But I really want to watch the movie, so I need to read the book first. It's just the rules. It's the rules. Next up is The Favourites by Lane Fargo. This got raved about when this was coming out. I heard so many amazing things, and I've only continued to hear amazing things about it, to be perfectly honest, so that's very good. I even bought it for my sister for Christmas, and I also once again toyed with the idea of a buddy read with her, but more of a let's prove who reads quicker kind of challenge thing. We know the answer, we just want to hammer it in, and I want to hammer it in because I know the answer's me. Hi, Sophie. But I do think hopefully that is something we're going to do. We're going to sit down and just read together and see which one of us reads this book quicker. It's going to be me, but it's fine. We have The Tattoo Murder by Akimitsu Takagi. I'm very sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Look at the cover of this book. Look at it. Isn't it awesome? Yes, it is awesome, I hear you say. Absolutely. That is why I picked it up. I then read the back of it and went, this sounds like a bit of me. And it still does sound like a bit of me. And I don't know why I haven't read it yet, because I was so excited when I first saw it. So I really want to make sure I get there. I also love translated fiction. So this is my translated pick for the year. And then, as I've mentioned previously in this video, I want to reread some more. So my last two books are actually rereads, which is exciting. So my first reread is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I read this when, once again, I was first getting back into reading, and I think it was a bit too much for me at the time. I don't think I took it in very well. I don't think I appreciated it very much. Considering, like, this book, people write dissertations on this book. You know, like, this book is insane. And I just didn't get that at the time. But I think now, as a more grown reader, like 3-4 years later, I think now it's time to dive back in, because I think I will appreciate it more and understand what I'm reading a bit more. And last but not least, if you know me at all, you will know that the Thursday Murder Club is my favourite book series of all time. I love it so much. So much. And I want to reread it all. Typically, Richard Osman releases one every couple of years, I think. So I think this year, he hasn't announced it yet. I think this year we'll get a book in his other series. So I have this year to reread the entire Thursday Murder Club series. But I'm only putting this one on here because it's been the longest time since I've read this. I read this in, I think, like 2021. So, you know, it's been a while. Those are my 26 books that I want to read in 2026. Do you have any particular books that you've put on your TBR for this year? Let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing them. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. No pressure at all. And give this video a thumbs up. And I will speak to you all next time. Bye.